Okay, so we were looking at some different boxing JKD concepts tonight. We did our defensive feeds again, so if he throws the straight punch, I slip, come back with cross hook cross, or if I throw the other straight punch, I slip, come back with hook cross. If it's the hooks, I have two options. I can bob and weave, cross hook cross, or on the other side, I bob and weave, hook cross, or as he hits with the hook, I can cover, hook cross, or cover, cross hook cross. All good options as far as defense goes. We also looked at a couple of interesting combos. We looked at jab, hook cross, jab, shift, hook cross, or jab, uppercut cross. 1, 2, 3. And it's all about that shift forward after your first one. We looked at a couple of ways why we might do that. I throw the jab, he throws the cross, so I slip it, hook cross, or uppercut cross. Then we looked at feeding into your partner. Jab, cross, hook, cross, and he defends. And we just feed this a couple times, but occasionally instead of jab, cross, hook, cross, we feed jab, fake, hook, cross to break the timing a little bit. Off of that feed, jab, cross, hook, cross, we looked at different interruptions. Once where I evade and hit, and once where I jam the next hit. So off the jab, I can evade and hit with my lead to exploding ribs, or I can jam the next hit. I know the cross is coming next, so I make sure that I stop it before it can come out. From there, I roll, stepped, and hack the leg out, so you can follow up. If they don't fall, you bump them to the side, you follow up anyway. Off of the cross, I can evade and hit, or I can jam the next one. Again, I'm really thinking about that far shoulder, because the hook is coming soon, so I want to really upset that balance. Again, I can step and sweep. If the sweep doesn't work for you, if nothing else, you bump and you start hitting while he's off balance. Off of the hook, 1, 2, cover and jam, or block and jam, so I'm thinking about that next hit. Or we could bob and weave and hit at the same time. If you bob and weave, you could also set up the seatbelt throw or the kinjit throw. And then last we looked at defending that last one, but it's basically the same as the second. So a couple of different options for interrupting off of the jab, cross, hook, cross. And what I want you to practice is just, he hits all 4. And at some point, I interrupt. So that you get used to moving into their intention and not always jab, cross. Okay, great, that was the last one, so that's the one I can defend. I want you to have to pick it apart a little bit. So that's what we looked at tonight. Thank you very much. See you next time.